Claudette Colvin. In 1955, something historical happened that till this day is something that is taught because of the impact it made. Claudette Colvin was a 15-year-old young lady that got arrested simply because of discrimination. One day in Montgomery, Alabama, Colvin was asked to give up her seat on a bus by a white person and she refused to do so. They found that so disrespectful because it was like a rule that if it was too crowded and there were white people standing up and colored people sitting down, the colored people had to give up their seat. Claudette stood up for herself and even talked back. She said that there was no way that she was going to give up her seat, and she kept insisting that she was not going to get up and move. Due to this, she was arrested and whooped. Colvin later then called the NAACP, which resulted that Rosa Parks was the secretary that picked up the call and that heard Colvin's whole story. It touched the NAACP that they decided to come up with the plan and that would help the bus boycott movement, which was to recreate the experience that Claudette had. The only problem was that the people in the NAACP didn't think that Claudette was the adequate person to do this because she was vulgar and she was pregnant to a married man. The NAACP later came up with the idea that Rosa Parks would be the perfect fit because she was educated, she dressed nice, and had a good vocabulary. After 9 months, they struggled a bit to get the same reaction of the people, but when they made it, it was great. Rosa Parks was asked to move and she refused. The bravery of Claudette influenced and impacted people to stand up for what they believe in and their rights. In my opinion, I did like that the NAACP decided to use Rosa Parks for the Montgomery boycott because more people noticed it. But also, not many people recognize Claudette for being the one that actually went through it first. A brave 15-year-old girl that had the courage to refuse and say no to giving up her seat.